Jaden Lloyd of Grand Forks has been sentenced to 2.5 years in prison and 3 years probation under a plea deal in connection to a June 2024 incident. He pled guilty to drug charges, aggravated assault. The victim was hit in the head with a hatchet, and reckless endangerment. Multiple shots were fired. For background on all this, here's our original reporting from June of 2024.
One of the alley, shot fired, coming from the alleyway.
21-year-old Jaden Lloyd of Grand Forks now facing a long string of charges following an attack with a hatchet and shots fired early Saturday morning. According to the criminal complaint, it started here at LaGrave Apartments when Lloyd got in a fight with another man, struck him in the head with a hatchet, causing a non-life-threatening wound, then fled down the street to his home nearby in the 500 block of Oak Street. From the criminal complaint, the officer said he heard gunshots from inside the residence as he was walking around the exterior of the house. The officer said he looked through a window and saw a male staggering and lifting up a handgun. The officer then heard more gunshots from inside the residence. A perimeter was established. Additional resources from SWAT and negotiations and the UAS team were called out. Law enforcement began a surround and call out of the residence. A female that was with Lloyd exited and brought to a car, and then Lloyd exited a short time later and was brought to the Grand Forks police station in a patrol car. The female witness told me that she and Lloyd lived at the home, and Lloyd had firearms in the house, specifically a .22 caliber rifle and handgun. During a safety sweep of the residence to ensure there was nobody else inside or threat to the safety of responders, officers saw 3 firearms on the walls of the living room, blood on the floor of the kitchen, an exit hole from a fired firearm. There were also multiple holes from rounds fired from a firearm in the interior and exterior walls, as well as shell casings observed inside the residence of the detached garage. SWAT operators saw 2 cell phones and a shoe with blood on the toe. Officers also found holes in the neighboring residence. When officers checked on the residence, the homeowners said they discovered rounds fired from a firearm went through the wall and were recovered inside the residence. Again, Lloyd now sentenced to 2.5 years in prison and 3 years probation under a plea deal.